Okay, and so I'm going to invite our SCP awards co-chairs to come up and present our SCP awards. There is a program of all of the award winners. If you would again like to scan the QR code, we are saving the trees today. That's right there on your screen.
Hello, SCP. So it's been our honor to work as co-chairs and do the work of celebrating and recognizing all the wonderful work that counseling psychologists in training are doing. And we're looking forward to acknowledging some of whom will be in the room, some cannot be here. So we ask that as we call up your name, if you're an awardee in the room, that you hear your name and the award and start to make your way to the front where you will be handed your award and you can take a picture with Dr. Moore Laban and one of us, whoever is not reading. Okay, so that is the plan. So as soon as you hear your name, we're trying to kind of move things. So we will be presenting two student awards. The co-chairs, Dr. Theodore Burns and Dr. Lisa Delarue were front and center in doing all the work of the two student awards, and then we will follow with the professional awards.
All right, it's quite a puzzle of movement that we figured out, and we're hoping that it will work. All right, here we go. And just so you can see, these are some fabulous people who did a lot of work to read over applications and nominations. So we want to make sure we thank them. All right, our first award is a student award. The Barbara A. Kirk Award for Outstanding Graduate Student Research. And it goes to Rachel Dyer. Is Rachel here? She is not here, but I will speak about her. There were a lot of competing things for folks, so Rachel Dyer is in her 5th year as doctoral student in counseling psychology at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. Among many other works, she has written a paper entitled "It Is Never My Place to Impose Judgment," a content analysis of psychotherapists' abortion attitudes, and she has published an article on civil disobedience in the American Psychologist. She is also a founding member and executive director of Exhale, an organization that provides after-abortion support. So congratulations to Rachel Dyer.
Our second student award is the Donald E. Super Fellowship for the support of dissertation research on career development, and it goes to Sandra Bertram Grant. Are they? Right. Sandra Bertram Grant is a counseling psychology student in counseling psychology at the University of Denver. Sandra's dissertation study is entitled "A Force to be Reckoned With: Testimonies from Latina Senior Leaders in Psychology Contexts," which examines the career development of Latina leaders in psychology using the Integrative Social Cognitive Career Theory, SCCT, as a guiding framework. Sandra's study will also integrate Latin critical race theory to highlight cultural, environmental, and contextual variables that are particularly salient for Latina leaders in psychology. Congratulations.
All right, so we move on to our professional awards. Our first award is a tie And we will start with our first awardee, and that is Dr. Laura Reed Marks. And Dr. Marks is an assistant professor in the APA accredited combined counseling and school psych doctoral program at Florida State University. She's originally from Kingston, Jamaica. She received her Master's of Arts in Education and Education Specialist in Schools Counseling from the University of Florida. She received her PhD in Counseling Psych from Purdue and did her internship at Arizona State University. She's Director of Global Research on Working to Ameliorate Health and Career Disparities Research Lab, which examines racial discrimination and its effects on mental health and health behaviors and career development in marginalized groups. All right, and our second awardee is Dr. Amanda Mitchell. Dr. Mitchell is an assistant professor in the Department of Counseling and Human Development at the University of Louisville and a licensed psychologist. She has over 30 peer-reviewed publications in the area of stress and health, with a focus on pathways relevant for health among people facing low income and economic marginalization. Her current research uses mixed methods and community engaged approaches to more fully inform the development of multidimensional and multi-level interventions to dismantle health inequities.
Our next award is the Fritz and Lynn Cooter Early Career Award for Distinguished Scientific Contributions to Counseling Psychology, and that one goes to Dr. Brian Tae-Hyuk Kyun. What does it look like? It's with us. He is the Bueller Family Sesquicentennial Endowed Assistant Professor of Counseling Psychology in the Department of Counseling, Development, and Educational Psychology at Boston College. He was previously an assistant professor in the Department of Social Welfare at UCLA. He earned his PhD in counseling psychology at the University of Maryland, College Park. Dr. Kyun's research focuses on mental and behavioral causes of online oppression, intersectional perspectives in mental health and socialization among Asian Americans, and multicultural and social justice issues in clinical training. He has published 17 peer-reviewed articles and made over 80 refereed presentations. Congratulations, Dr.
All right, the next award, I'm hoping is here, is for Early Career Award for Distinguished Professional Contributions to Counseling Psychology, and that goes to Dr. Valine Whitaker. Dr. Whitaker is the Military Sexual Trauma Services Coordinator and Women's Health Clinic Psychologist at the Washington, D.C. Veterans Affairs Medical Center. In these roles, she provides care coordination and consultation to veterans and former service members of all genders who have experienced military sexual trauma, psychotherapy to women veterans, and education and consultation to medical center providers on the impact of sexual violence in military communities, as well as the specialized women's mental health concerns. Dr. Whitaker also facilitates a race-based stress and trauma group for BIPOC veterans at the medical center and is actively involved in education and training as a member of the Psychology Services Training Program.
Next, we present the John Halland Award for Outstanding Achievement in Career or Personality Research, and that one goes to Dr. Matthew Deemer.
Dr. Brewer examines how young people analyze, negotiate, and challenge racial, ethnic, socioeconomic, and other constraints in school, college, work, and civic political institutions. He's particularly interested in how marginalized people develop critical consciousness, which is a careful analysis of societal inequalities, the motivation to produce social change, and participation in social or political action to challenge inequities. His research has been or is currently funded by grants from the Institute for Education Sciences, the NIH, the National Science Foundation, the Spencer Foundation, and the Wilson T. Pratt Foundation. In Boston College under the guidance of David Christine. Congratulations.
Hey, the next award goes to the Lifetime Achievement in Mentoring Award, goes to Dr. Karen O'Brien. Here are a few mentees cheering there. Dr. O'Brien is a professor in the Department of Psychology and faculty ombuds officer at the University of Maryland. Through her research, teaching, and service, Dr. O'Brien strives to generate knowledge to address social concerns, educate and mentor students to achieve their potential, assist faculty in creating equitable, inclusive, and healthy work environments, and contribute to the communities where she lives and works. Dr. O'Brien studies factors related to successful management of work and family, end-of-life issues, and dating violence. She teaches courses on intimate partner violence and death, dying, and grieving. Dr. O'Brien is a licensed psychologist in the state of Maryland and a fellow of APA.
Next is the Social Justice Award, which goes to Dr. Raquel Rose, and she is not here. She currently is working in the clinical practice and activism and at Soji Diverse Youth, which focuses on psychosocial outcomes, particularly in mental health. She focuses on the effective implementation and evaluation of abolitionist interventions and participatory programs of youth who are legal system impacted to inform multidisciplinary efforts to change systems and policy.
Okay, the next two awards are under the SCP International Award for the Advancement of Counseling Psychology Values. And one is internationally based and one is US based. As you will see with these organizations, they're quite busy, and so they could not make it here today. But we wanted to acknowledge them. And the first is for Doctors Without Borders. And it was founded in 1971 in Paris by a small group of medical personnel and journalists following the war and famine in Nigeria. Their aim was to establish an independent organization that focused on delivering emergency medical humanitarian aid quickly, effectively, and impartially. It not only provides international crisis and emergency services, but also continues to improve medical practice, including behavioral health care. Its members have been providing medical care in precarious environments for people suffering due to natural disasters, epidemics and pandemics, social violence and exclusion, as well as war and conflicts. Their health professionals and staff are mostly hired locally. And it has been recognized with many awards and accolades, including the 1999 Nobel Peace Prize. Second award, Counselors Without Borders. is a nonprofit organization based in the US and was founded close to 2 decades ago in an effort to address the mental health challenges that communities face when dealing with natural disasters, such as hurricanes, tornadoes, floods, earthquakes, and human-made ones, such as forced separation of families at a national border. CWB has sought to support and supplement the work done by public and private organizations in existence at the location in need. Their primary aim is to either develop or work collaboratively with existing mental health, social service, public health, and educational infrastructures, and provide services for those in need of mental health and psychological support who are in emergency situations and not receiving counseling support. Congratulations. Thank you all for your time and honoring our awardees.
Thank you to our amazing award co-chairs. It's a lot of work awarding these